Buonasera bella gente, ancora buon venerdì soprattutto e benvenuti in questa nuova puntata di Ozio Lord con Starfield. Bene ragazzi, è un aggiornamento per chi abbiamo sempre in live, c'è ancora non Sava, Nora su Twitch, Monaca Passione, Matuzia, Grey92, la sala giochi, Mr. Bobby, gruppo Dettaggi Club, Luke, Simon, Sam Phoenix, Phonenix e Kala. Ok. Riprendiamo da dove siamo rimasti.
This fight may be the proudest one I've ever been in. I will not lie with it. We listened to the distress calls for hours, and it gnawed on me. At a certain point, I just couldn't sit on the sidelines and let them. You being here proves that. Since I've been here, his troops are brave. If I get court-martialed over this... We operate a refueling depot. The brassback, as soon as we showed up, the Torres is green, there's hot. True enough. To get out of... Stay safe.
We need to get to Captain Myung. Spacers have been the problem. For a long time, they just go up. But... when the Marines first landed, but quickly, I don't know if I'd have the courage. I'd like to think I would. Well, lucky for you and Myung.
Won't be the last time
realize
we'll
that.
be hustling information in
Thank
some
you.
spaceport. See if they've got any weapons or ammo.
Glad to know us Marines aren't the only ones crashing this party. These militia rats, they're better than I thought they'd be. I will not lie. We listened to the distress. At a certain point. Stay safe.
Found me a target!
This one's down.
Just getting started! I'm out! You clever!
Bring it on.
Stand down, Private. What matters is they're here.
Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
No. Truthfully, they would still be pinned down if it weren't for them.
Huh. You don't got the look of a Marine. Certainly not the militia. Who are you? What, the explorers? I didn't know you guys packed such a punch. Captain Myung, UC Marines.
Veteran of the Colony Wars, the Shield of Parduk Pass. Best damn Marine in the service.
And that loudmouth is Private Psy. If she wasn't such a hell of a soldier, she'd be polishing latrines for the next decade. You've saved lives here, and that is something I won't forget.
Captain Myung. You're a legend. I heard about you when I was working with the United Colonies. And you're here.
My reputation precedes me, eh? I've always wanted to say that. I'm in the business of saving civilian lives. I figure this research outpost qualifies.
If Mast found out, there could be a court-martial.
The captain and all her Marines. Well, we'd all be dead if it weren't for them.
You lot may be Freestar, but you're ground pounders first. I wasn't about to let you all die ignobly to those rabid spacer bastards. You've got spirit. That's what we need right now. We've bought ourselves an old-fashioned stay of execution here, but it won't last long. The bastards are disorganized, undisciplined rabble. But they got spaceships and we don't. That means they can keep dropping reinforcements until they greatly outnumber us. Then the cowards will hit us. Hard. Which means they won't drop the reinforcements right on top of us anymore. But there's too many of them, and only one of you. No, we need a plan.
I have a more immediate problem, Captain. I have troops and civilians in the field. If we don't act, the Spacers could take them out. I can't abandon them.
Damn it. What sort of leader would you be if you did? But we need every trained soldier to fortify and get the defenses back online.
Mahoney said their last transmission indicated they were in trouble. If you could perhaps take your ship to the research camp and clear out any spaces. They went dark not too long ago, so hopefully they are still survivors. Just go quickly and safely.
I don't stock up on junk.
I love coffee. It's my second favorite thing in the galaxy, next to reading about you.
Should be plenty of organic materials to harvest from this world. To drag around all that gear.
valuable?
There were too damn many of them. You saved us.
These spacers are terrible. Terrible.
Corporal Mahoney's radioed you were coming, but I didn't know if we could hold out. Not all of us made it. But you're a regular hero.
Spacers dropped in some of their goons not too long ago. I managed to get most of us to the shelter. Anytime they approached the shelter, we managed to repulse them, but time wasn't in our favor. Then you showed up, thank God.
Torres did that. He's so damn green. But all right.
Mahoney said for us to go to grounds. There's a cave nearby we're going to hole up in until this is all over. Don't worry, I'll keep the civvies safe from here.
I'm just a botanist. Why? Why would the spacers...
We'll be safe now. Get back to the lieutenant.
It's very rude of the universe to not welcome you with fireworks when you arrive in space. At a bare minimum, a shooting star would be nice.
Mahoney said the research camp is all clear. I don't know where we'd be without you.
Most likely decomposing in some unmarked grave. Good on you both for making that mission of mercy a priority. Our job is to protect the civvies and never leave a soldier behind. There ain't much room for honor in this damn business, so we have to hold on to what we can.
Captain, you should bring up your plan. I believe it's a good one.
The Spacers haven't attacked yet, but they've been shuttling men down beyond the ridge. We cannot let them keep reinforcing, otherwise they'll overwhelm us. So we need to take out their ships. Ain't that the truth? But I'll take any one of the heroes here over a dozen of them.
I concur with the captain. We can't hold out if we don't cut off their manpower.
The Spacers have 2 fighter groups. If you take those out, the enemies will be stranded. So launch that fancy ship of yours and get to work.
We've lost so many people.
Give the word and we'll get underway.
There was a small bit of dust on your shoulder.
Ma hanno distrutto.
I'll keep an eye out for hostile life forms.
I've had a couple of
Now this planet, this is more my speed. I could hike here for a while.
treat any patient in my care to the best of my ability.
glad to know this fight may be the proudest one I... Let's get this done.
Damn spaces. Too many of them. So many people.
That's the price of command, Torres. Every decision leads to blood. You can drive yourself crazy with counterfactuals. Focus on the good you did. We did, here. Well, just don't go saying that too loudly.
Altair's safe because of you. Both of you. I almost want to write back to the Freestar and ask them to give you a medal.
Now, wouldn't that be the damnedest thing? I could put it on right next to my meritorious star. You'd save me a court-martial if you just give me your thanks. Might be you want your medal, though. I know exactly how you feel.
I'm not sure if I would have done all this if the roles were reversed, Myung. But I will never forget you.
You're young, and you've got a future ahead of you. A bit of advice. I've been passed up for promotion more times than I can count because I've always stuck by my principles. There's a million ways the bastards in command will ask you to compromise. Little ways, big ways. Don't. It may hurt your career, but I look back with pride at my service. Especially today. You see?
I sincerely hope I never see you across the lines on the battlefield, Captain.
If you do, Lieutenant, I will do my duty.
Not if I do my duty first.
Soldiers, it's time to get out of the Freestar's hair. Now it'll be back to guarding the depot. As you were.
We've lost so many people.
leave that behind.
Blood knows no flags and swears no allegiance. Every time it's spilled, it's a tragedy.
It was my honor to fight alongside you.
Too many of them.
Recycled air. Just isn't the same as the real thing.
Something on your mind? And is it? jump signal.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
interested in. Here, I have something for you. Oh, you're incorrigible. I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm more than just an extra gun, you know. I'm just pleased I get to utilize some of my old field collecting skills. It's been a while. Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If I pick anything up, it's all yours. See that shroud covering Neon? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities, anything I can help you with? You were able to land it, so I'm sure whatever is broken can be fixed. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. I'm sure you can find something you like.
Looks like some sort of checkpoint ahead. It's probably designed to suck the credits. See that shroud covering Neon? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settlement systems that powers itself from lightning.
Don't move, Nesha!
What's this about? Not the act. Snippers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire. So, what was the plan, Nesha? Smuggle the Aurora into Kilo City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, so honest mistake, right? Can we just settle this right here? I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayo's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it. Let's go. Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP, an A and B, B and E, or heaven forbid, an MS. But at least then we wouldn't have to worry about a VOP, am I right?
This shit doesn't end soon. My man is not going to be happy.
Interesting. This district certainly provides evidence that Ryujin's influence has spread from their tower and out into the city.
If you're looking for supplies, this is the place. Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time. Rosa Newell is my wife. We own this place together. Oh, I don't have a problem with this place. My problem is Siegert himself. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon security to keep his place safe. Yeah, sure. If all you care about is yourself. Every payment Siegert makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Fair enough. Just be careful when you're dealing with Siegert. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered. Best deals in town.
Wow, ragazzi, sto cappello più con questo qua che tengo. Ma quasi quasi me lo prendo.
I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Sigurd said he had every intention of paying Neon security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry with me. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbas processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. Tell everyone you know about our store. Enough, Rosa. Seaguard's gone too far this time.
Oh, no, this again? James, you have to let it go.
Let it go? Why should I?
Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything.
Them, Rosa. He's telling them it's okay to blackmail us. It's ridiculous!
Do I sound that awful? I didn't even realize. Terrible, just terrible. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security. I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him. Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do? Take your time. Now, James, I don't want you to get upset.
Decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us.
If you'd like to buy something, I'd be happy to help.
What did he want?
Dietrich is actually quite a lovely man, though lately he's been under a lot of pressure, which has made him rather bitter. When we first opened our business here in Akuchi Market, he was actually very helpful. Offered us advice. Didn't treat us like competition at all. I'm sorry, I just don't believe Dietrich is doing anything wrong paying off Neon security. We all do what we have to do to survive in this wretched city. Unfortunately, my husband is convinced that fighting City Hall is the way to solve all of Neon's problems. I think he's wrong. Oh, he'll be so upset for me telling you this. But it's such a funny story. I can't resist. James and I used to work on the Chasm Bass line at Xenofresh. We didn't do any of the Aurora extraction, just dealt with the leftovers. I was a supervisor on the line, and when the alarm went up that it had been stopped, I investigated. I find James inside a storage vat, up to his shoulders in stinky fish guts and blind as a bat. The gut got in his eyes, you see. I had to walk him to the showers, strip his work clothes, and hose him down. When he saw me standing there, he turned bright red. After the shift ended, we went out for a Terra Brew and talked. A year later, we were married. Better times. Better times. Stop by again soon.
I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think... They even knew what planet they were on.
For all your hectic needs. Packaged food? Check. Aerolamps?
If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just keep your hands where I can see them. Good. Then just buy what you want and get out of here. If you don't like it, talk to Styx. He runs our, complaints department. See that giant Model A right over there? Yeah, that Styx. And if I were you, I wouldn't get on his bad side. He has a very short temper. That's more like it. You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of sideshow exhibit. I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto his chassis. If I could find the asshole who did that, I'd make him pay for the paint removal. You'd do that? Huh. Okay. Maybe I misjudged you. Look, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that I'm not the most popular guy on the block, and that suits me fine. But this person took it too far, made it personal. I'm not about to let some delinquent hassle the only friend that I have. Huh. I'm glad you see Styx as more than just a possession. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself Warlord. You can probably find him somewhere near Euphorica. Scare the crap out of this punk, and it'll teach all the Ebside lunatics that nobody messes with me and the Styx. Warlord's one of the Disciples, one of Neon's street gangs that claims it owns Ebside. A few years back, the gang tried to break in here and rob my place, but Styx put one of them down and sent another to Reliant on a stretcher. He and his buddies have been harassing me ever since, mostly by scaring away my customers and stealing my deliveries. Warlord still swears he'll get even with me, and he came pretty damn close when he somehow managed to disable Styx and sprayed him with paint. It feels like it's only a matter of time before he gets past Styx, and I'm done for. I knew a guy a few years ago who ran up a hell of a tab with me. I'm talking thousands of credits, but at least he'd make regular payments. One day the payments stopped, so I tracked him down. Found out he got mixed up with an Aurora dealer and fell from the upper platform. Since I had a legit claim, the city awarded me his property, which amounted to the contents of a storage container. Guess what I found inside? Took me a few months to scrounge up the parts, but I'd say I did a pretty decent job getting Styx up and running. It's no big secret. I lost it fighting on the Freestar side during the Colony War. I was a ground pounder, slogged it out in the trenches with the troops. And did pretty well, too, until an EM weapon took out our transport. They pulled me out of the wreckage, but the damage was done. Honestly, I consider myself lucky. Most of the other soldiers died in the crash. Come on, come on. I know you'll be surprised, but thanks to my sparkling personality, I don't exactly have the easiest time making friends. That means I spend a lot of time talking to Styx, and Model A robots, they're not really programmed for casual conversation. The net result is I end up talking to a machine and looking like I'm out of my mind. Hell, maybe I am. If you've got the credits, I've got what you need. Sometimes, Sticks, I wonder how things would have been different if I took a different path. If I flipped the coin of life and it came out heads, I just think...
Frank Rennick is the proprietor of Neon Tactical. My primary function is security and protection. I'm sorry, your inquiry is invalid. Neon Tactical deals in weapons and armor for use in combat, for paint and home decor. Please visit the appropriate vendor. End query.
You know, Sticks, crime in this city gets worse by the day. Vandals, thieves, gangs.
I'm sorry, I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
What don't you understand, Sticks? Crime happens because the people in charge let it happen.
I'm sorry, I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Yeah, you're sorry. You're always goddamn sorry. Try actually doing something about it for once.
See? I told you. Look at this place. Ridiculous, right?
Why would someone open a mining supplies business on an ocean planet?
Exactly.
Welcome. Welcome, my friend. It's been a long time since I've seen a new face.
Ah, don't be such a jerk. We should look around and see if there's something we can buy.
Yeah, sure. You want to waste your credits? You go right ahead.
Isn't it obvious, my friend? I sell mining supplies of all shapes and sizes, as well as many, many hard-to-find types of ore. Everything I sell is carefully portioned, securely crated, and ready to be delivered right into the cargo hold of your ship. I'm afraid it is. You see, when I opened this shop, I had grand ambitions of creating a mining supply empire on Volai. Yet here I am, only a few years later, pockets empty, and my business on the verge of closure. It is a sad day. That would be a blessing, my friend, but I wouldn't want to impose. You would do that for a total stranger? Bless you, my friend. Bless you. I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business, and you were the final element that was missing. If you could bring these flyers to some of the other vendors in Neon, It would explain how we can improve our businesses as a group. Minnie and Neon keep to their own, and I believe this is why we failed. James Newell and his Merchant Alliance friends are on the right track, but all they do is spend their time complaining, never solving. We must unify, band together, and help each other out. Then, when one of us falls, the others can reach down and help him rise from the dust. In the meantime, we will refer people to each other's shops, perhaps even promote sales together. It would benefit us all. I hope you have a glorious day, my friend. Don't forget, we sell all types of... Certainly, my friend. Listen to me, my friend. I hear what the people say on the street. They call me crazy for opening a mining business on an ocean world. I was aiming so much higher, hoping to attract these space travelers, passing through the Volai system on their prospecting journeys. It was stupid to assume I could corner the market on mining supplies and raw materials without a solid foundation. And by God, I've paid the price. You would do that? I've come up with it. If you could bring these flyers to some of the... Wonderful. Simply wonderful. You have no idea the weight you have lifted. I appreciate your help. If there's anything... I hope handing out those flyers isn't too much trouble.
Well, with all signs pointing to the Astral Lounge.
Hey there. Got the shakes, huh?
What can Reliant Medical
Don't worry,
do for you?
Doc Manning will fix you up.
Is it that obvious? Yeah, haven't...
Oh my goodness. Another poor soul. All right. Tell me what happened to you. Is it an Aurora overdose? Something else, perhaps?
The doc, he isn't gonna, rat me out.
That's a very wise choice. Since you're clearly a first-time visitor to Reliant Neon, I'd love to offer you a free checkup, but I'm afraid I'm dangerously low on supplies.
Hope it works for me. I'm sick of feeling this way when I can't get a fix. I'll just rest until the doc's ready to talk to me.
I can assure you it isn't by choice. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon. His drug is turning the streets into a graveyard, and he doesn't seem to care. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my supply chain is his newest tactic. Then you understand what I'm up against. At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Volai system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. Now, if there's anything else I can do for you, anything at all, you just let me know. That would be amazingly helpful. It's a relief to meet someone who gives a damn about anyone other than themselves for a change. Oh, and I'll pay you directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. Don't worry about me. You just watch yourself. Administrator Bayou doesn't like people that rock the boat, if you catch my meaning. Anyway, I have a contact over at the clinic in the Narian system. Abby Edding? She's one of the nurses there. She'll get you started. Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how helpful it'll be for the poor folk that live in Ebside. I wouldn't mind a bit of extra traffic as long as the supplies allow for it. A few extra credits never hurt. Aurora stimulates the neural circuits in the brain, specifically targeting the neurotransmitter serotonin in the prefrontal cortex. This causes significant sensory hallucinations, both auditory and visual. That's the enticement factor. As you can imagine, this state is highly addictive, and the user gets stuck in a vicious cycle. They need more Aurora to satisfy their cravings. Huh. Well, it's completely dependent upon how long the user's been addicted. People who have been using for, say, 2 years or less, I've been able to put through a full detoxification program successfully. But there are others who have been addicted pretty much all their adult lives, and I have yet to try and cure someone who hasn't relapsed. If you aren't feeling well, I can have a look. We both apprenticed under Mary Cartwright at the medical facility in Aquila City. Spent a heck of a lot of hours working together. Abby and I got along exceptionally well. Don't get me wrong, we're just friends, of course. She's young enough to be my daughter. I almost felt bad leaving her behind when I was hired to work for Reliant in Neon, but I knew she'd do well wherever she ended up. Reached out to her a few months ago when I ran into trouble here, and she's been helping me ever since. If you need help, remember Reliant.
Qui le missioni non finiscono mai, basta andare da una parte e subito sbocca la missione.
It's a dangerous galaxy, but here at Reliant Medical, we've got you covered. Our trained and certified physicians are qualified to assess and treat the disease.
Your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out, have your fun, live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready.
There's plenty of space available.
Welcome to the Hotel Voli. Are you here to rent a room?
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our luxury accommodations are more than reasonably priced. That's the first thing that all of my guests say.
My hotel is completely free from administrative influence, so you can rest assured that you'll be actually getting the best value for your credits.
Well, luck might have played a part, but it took a good deal of my own ingenuity as well. But that's a story for another time.
So, can I book you a room for the night?
Oh, thanks. I'll definitely give this some thought. It couldn't hurt. Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I might let you in on my secret. For now, it'll just have to remain a mystery. Sorry. I just need some time to see if I can trust you. I'm sure you understand. Enjoy your visit to Neon.
Welcome, Off-Worlder, to the Hotel Volai. Your home away from home for here.
Hey there, the Survey System's best engineers and designers. The Emporium, Neon's premier seller of all things incredible and exclusive. You fought hard to get to where you are. Here in Neon, you live in the rarefied air above the scum and vice. You are the best, and you deserve the best. We